Hey, Bulls and Bears, back with another dose of economic reality. It is June 30th, 2022. This is going to be my last report for the month of June here in 2022. The next time we'll talk to you, it's going to be July 1st, which is the start of the third quarter 2022. The third quarter, pretty amazing. New stimulus checks for Californians. Yes, something else that we've been talking about here on this channel has come true. We told you that ultimately we're going to start seeing more stimulus checks come out because the cost of living is not going to come down, and the debt levels are so enormous, rising interest rates, people's credit card balances are going to go higher now because higher interest rates, higher balances, and stagnant wages are going to put a lot of people in the poorhouse and on the road to bankruptcy. Now, so far, what we're seeing here in California is new stimulus checks called economic relief payments. And I think this is going to spread across the U.S. I think ultimately they're going to implement more stimulus checks nationwide, and they'll probably come out with some more larger universal basic income programs. Now, certain cities have had trials with this and experimented with basic payouts for people. Now, some people may argue we already have these payouts with all these different rescue programs and security programs that people are already on, but it's going to definitely expand to bigger portions of the population as the middle class continues to get wiped out under this amazing, enormous, I shouldn't say amazing, I should say awful cost of living. New stimulus checks for California, let's talk about it. Now, first of all, the people that are considered lower and middle income Californians are going to receive the biggest payouts. Single taxpayers that earn $75,000 a year or less, or couples that file jointly making a total of $150,000 a year or less will receive $350 per taxpayer. That's $700. Taxpayers with dependents will receive an extra $350. So whether you have one child, one dependent, or multiple, you're still just going to get the $350. So I bet the people with 3, 4, 5 kids may be a little upset that they've are only going to get $350 for all of their kids combined, on top of the $350 or $700 that they get per person or as a couple. Now, higher income Californians will get payouts as well, economic relief checks, but just not as much. Single taxpayers that make from $75,000 to $125,000 a year, and couples that earn between $150,000 and $250,000 will receive $250 plus the same payment for their dependents, so for a maximum of $750 per family, with a smaller payout for people and couples that make more than that, up to $500,000 annually. So that should tell you something right there. Couples that make $500,000, up to $500,000. So you could be making $499,000 and still qualify for a $600 payout. So does a couple that makes nearly $500,000 a year need a $600 stimulus check? Well, according to California, they do, and that's what's going to happen according to this. Now, speaking of economic engineering, let's take a listen here to Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, and he's an expert, so we all need to listen very carefully to what he is saying. Let's take a look. This was recently
way to say it would be, I think we now
discussed.
Understand better how little we understand. It would be, I think we now understand better how little we understand. I think we now understand better how little we understand. I think we now understand better how little we understand. About inflation.
That's not very reassuring.
About inflation. So now they understand about inflation. So they didn't think that record levels of money printing was going to cause prices to go out of control. They didn't think that the bubbles were going to get bigger. When you nearly double the money in the system, you don't think the prices are going to go higher. You don't understand that. Okay, let's continue.
No, honestly, this was unpredicted. I was looking.
It was unpredicted. Yeah, nobody predicted this. There hasn't been any channel out there warning you of out of control inflation, rising cost of living, the bubbles getting bigger. No channels, bull, boom, bear, bust. No channels out there predicted this, bull, boom, bear, bust, or warned you about this. Let's continue.
Looking at our at the time of our June meeting 1 year ago, of the 35 people who filed with a survey of professional forecasters, 34 of them had inflation below 4%.
Professional forecasters, 34 of 35, predicted inflation below the target. But guess what? All of those people, they still have their job. So don't worry about it. All these people are still in control and they're going to fix everything. You do not need to prepare for further rising costs of living. Nothing to worry about because the experts, the professionals have this economy under control and they're going to steer us into a soft landing. So nothing to worry about. People out there saying that the economy is going to get worse, that's just doom and gloom. That's just fear mongering. Those people are fear mongerers. Is that a word, mongerers? I think it is. Yeah. So there's fear mongerers out there. Don't listen to those people telling you that the economy is going to get worse. These people are going to fix it. These people, experts, are in control. Everything is going to get better. So calm down. Sit back, eat some popcorn, have a drink. Everything's going to be fine. And speaking of inflation, rising costs, it costs more to make a penny than it's worth. It costs 1.7 cents to make 1 penny. And a nickel, it costs more to make a nickel than what a nickel's worth. It costs 8 cents to make a nickel worth 5 cents. And it's even happened in the past where people had melted down coins because the melt value of the metal was then worth more than the actual coinage. Now, there's other estimates out there that said it's even more than 1.7 cents to make a penny. Here's a report here saying that it's 2.1 cents to make a penny and 8.52 cents to manufacture or create a nickel. And this is actually the 16th straight year the unit cost for both coins is above their face values. So folks, please tell me what kind of backwards, twisted, upside down, inside out economy where it costs more to actually coin the coins than the coin's face value. Can this continue forever? No. So things are going to get worse. We're going to have a melt up followed by what I think is going to be the biggest crash we've ever seen, the biggest collapse we've ever seen. But the melt up is going to be amazing. And then that's when we head into probably Great Depression 2.0. And it's going to be much worse than the first Great Depression, in my opinion, because so many people are unable to be self-sufficient today. Back then, during the Great Depression, a lot more people could farm, people could grow food. People today can grow food, it's just that most people don't. Many people don't even have a backyard. They live stacked on top of each other in apartment buildings. And that's why I continue to say the cities are going to be the most dangerous place when this finally does play out to its ultimate ending. All right, so we're going to wrap this report up, everybody. Keep stacking. What do you think about the face value of these coins versus how much it costs to mint them? What do you think about the experts saying that nobody saw this coming? That the experts all had it wrong. They now understand, though, what they don't understand or what they didn't understand. And also the California stimulus checks. Is that going to fix everything? The stimulus checks from 2020 and 2021, those fixed everything, right? Everything's fixed. The cost of living's down. Everything is affordable. No one has to go into debt to keep up with the rising cost of living. Will the stimulus checks in California fix things? Please let me know. Thanks everybody for watching. Keep stacking. Stay well. Bye for now. Peace.